Zhang representing Team China to serve. Ready?
Team China to commence proceedings here.
Love 15.
There you go. He can volley Sasha Zverev, and it was funny. You probably didn't hear it because I'm not sure if your German is that fluent just yet, Dave.
No.
Just spent a couple of mixed doubles together. 9 exactly. Sasha Zverev actually asked Laura Siegemund, should I stay back? Should I come to the net on when you return, Laura? And she said, no, you stay back and then you come in when I come in. So she's calling the shots.
You did say that's how they like to operate. She's the boss. Every team needs a captain.
Smart return from Laura Siegemund, especially she saw that Zhang was staying on the baseline, not playing serve and volley, and just hitting that forehand slice. We've seen it so many times today in her singles as well.
This is an impressive opening for Team Germany. Very sharp at the net.
And that's the job of Sasha, or Alexander Zverev Senior, father of Sasha. He always gets those grips ready for his son.
He looks like he's got
He looks very focused.
Expert level 10 when it comes to that.
A 10 out of 10,
yep.
Yes. He's done a few over the years.
It was the attention to detail there.
Obviously, he was a player himself a long time ago. Fitzy told me, actually, he played against him.
Well, Fitzy told me that he beat him, so that's where he went straight to the win.
Oh, right, okay. He didn't tell me.
7-5 in the third set. That was his recollection of it anyway.
Yeah. So much for tennis players have brains like elephants. They don't forget any matches. That was what, 40 years ago?
No, it was maybe longer.
I hope he's listening. The big difference in doubles is when you're hitting those ground stroke rallies that if the net player goes, you have to change the shot in the last second. And that doesn't happen in singles, obviously. You know exactly what you're doing. You have more time. So that's the challenge in doubles. Interesting. Didn't want to come to the net, but didn't really want to go backwards there after the serve. Sasha Zverev. Both men having problems with their serves early on. They're both one of the bigger servers on the tour, especially Sasha.
Sent down the fastest serve we've seen so far at 2:17 earlier in the evening. Well, brilliant point. Tremendous play from Shuai at the net. She was everywhere.
Yeah, she really got involved in that rally, didn't she? And that's what she's going to do more and more so, that's for sure. A lot of ducking happening, a lot of changing sides. Almost confusing at one point. So he had to run a bit there. Zhang and Zverev.
So saves the 2 break points now. The deciding point. Big serves to get out of trouble there from Zverev. You should have explained that just in case you have been on the International Space Station and haven't seen any tennis for a while. That deciding point, no juice, gender to gender. And if we do go to a 3rd set, then we play the 10-point tie break to decide the matter.
Adds so much excitement, doesn't it, that format?
I like the deciding point in particular.
Yeah.
A lot of different formats trialled in tennis. I think it's better than the fast 4, which I don't mind, but I like the sort of traditional elements of bringing this together.
We're a little bit old school, aren't we? Combine tradition with some new things. Oh, she got him there. Just a little bit wide, unfortunately.
It's a good example of what you were talking about earlier. Just change the direction. I think Zhizhen was looking for the cross court.
There was good communication right from the start from both teams, but especially Siegemund and Zverev. I mean, in the middle of quite a few of these points, Zverev is calling himself on the ball pretty often, so they're obviously familiar with each other as much as Siegemund's calling the shots. I mean, they're both communicating with each other very well.
She does it again. Well, that's experience. Doubles. You keep one eye on the ball and one eye on the opponent at the net, if you can. Oh, that was a little bit slow. He had too much time there, Sasha. Yesterday we saw Taylor Fritz having extreme problems with the serve of Leylah Fernandez. Could barely win a point at some stage.
Oh, be careful. Yeah. He was in the team bench there, and
he would have gotten it if that was
I think
there.
so. Yeah, he had the wherewithal to know that he was putting himself in danger.
The court is pretty big, but it wasn't big enough.
So 2 service games in a row. The deciding point goes in favour of the server after saving 2 break points. So the first sit down is Team Germany, who lead 2-1. Up in the north and western Australia, 2 hours north of Broome on the Kimberley coast, we find Cygnet Bay. Pearl farming is the business up there. Big tides, pristine beaches. The red rocks meet the sand. And as is the case all along the coastline, water sports and activities extremely popular. Excellent night. RAC Arena. Going to be 37 degrees tomorrow in Perth, New Year's Eve. Break point opportunities galore in the opening 3 service games have been to 2 deciding points, but just the one break of serve, it came in the opening service game of Zhang and Zhizen. So Laura Siegemund now will complete the service rotation.
Laura Siegemund representing Team Germany to serve.
It's pretty scary when you have somebody who's nearly 2 meters tall standing at the net. His reach is just incredible. He takes 1 step and then he pretty much covers the whole court at the net. Puts pressure on you. He reached the finals this year in Monte Carlo with his best mate, Marcelo Mello. He's also extremely tall, so it would have been tough to face the 2 of them. Pretty comfortable hold there from Laura Siegemund. Obviously a lot of help there at the net. Zverev. Let's see how Zhizhen is going on his serve. He was the one who got broken.
Very long.
You're not going to see a heap of rallies when the guys are serving, I'm sure.
Oh, Zhang has been so good at the net, Zhang Shuai. She's just looked so ready. She knows a lot of these balls are coming right back at her, especially off this Zverev return, and she has been so alert.
That's a much better service game from Zhizhen. Thanks to love.
Yeah, sometimes it's actually not such a good thing when you start serving in a match. The chances to get broken are probably higher than later on once you find, once you've found your rhythm. So that was the case early on. I think he was surprised that Siegemund was putting returns into the court. But now they're trailing, and I think it's very, very hard to break Sasha Zverev with his serve.
飞机是我接进去了，也是没有力的，他是这样。这我知道，这我知道。但那时候他有个力，有时候就先打起来，打起来然后就等时间起稳。
One breaker serve so far in this opening set. The winner will top the group. Will play Kazakhstan in the day session on New Year's Day. That's the downside of topping the group. 10 a.m. start on New Year's Day. That'll curtail your New Year's celebrations.
Yeah. And we don't have a roster yet.
No.
Dave, who knows?
Well, you can just come straight from wherever nightclub you've gone to. For 10 a.m. start, you'll be fine. You and Jill be together.
Jill, what do you think?
We'll keep each other awake. We'll do our best.
Go for a bit of a dance.
Yeah.
Story about that, what happened here last year. I'll get to that in a minute. Zverev serving. So there was night matches on New Year's Eve last year, and it went for some time, and in the end it was Novak Djokovic, Team Serbia, and just on midnight, and crowd stayed, and Happy New Year to everybody. Perfect timing that it just finished just before they got to midnight. Yeah. DJ played a few songs and everyone went home happy.
It's nice that the crowd stayed as well.
Well, they didn't have much. It was like a minute to go, so they.
Well,
and Novak had the microphone.
He could have made the choice, you know, to leave at 11:30 or something like that. But it's great that they stayed. Did he sing, Novak? Or dance?
I went to bed after the kids' fireworks at 9:30. So
oh, right.
I can just remember seeing it the next morning.
I think he helped with the countdown, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, he was driving them. He was in charge.
He was in charge, okay.
I was sound asleep in Sydney. Good service games in a row from both the men's players here. I believe that was 8 points in a row now for Zverev. He was down love 30 and then won each point since then.
It's interesting with the men players, isn't it? They're just used to having so much pace come at them off the serve that when it's a little slower, they
have to move towards the ball and they're not used to it. See, it's much harder to be a woman returning. Nice feel again from Siegemund.
Even though you know it's coming sometimes, she just cuts the ball so nicely and it just drops, doesn't come up at all. She's got great underspin on her drop shots.
You think she played a lot of mini tennis growing up?
Yes, definitely.
Reaction there from Siegemund. Knew exactly that smash was going right at her. She was ready for it, not afraid at all. Have a look at that. There it is, the smash. Gets the racket out. And he didn't expect it anymore, Zhang. I wonder if Siegemund is going to try to go down the line again with the return. She's done it several times.
So the break point plus a deciding point to go to 2 breaks up in this opening set. Now for Team Germany, out to a 5-2 lead.
Team Germany leads 5 games to 2. More change, please.
And that's all happened pretty quickly, 22 minutes in. What did you say, mini tennis?
Yeah, it's when you play in the half court.
Okay.
So just, you know, within the service boxes or in the service boxes, and especially on clay, you can't just hit the ball straight and hard. You know, you have to slice it. You have to play drop shots.
And is the ball the same compression?
Yeah, it's exactly the same compression, but it's just a different. You develop your skills a lot better when you grow up on clay.
But that's not an Australian thing. We have Hot Shots program, which is just more...
You have no clay courts here.
Well,
I know.
Yeah. We have Ontacar.
You have Ontacar, but that's not clay.
No, what is it? It's just...
It's, I'm not sure what it is exactly. It's very slippery. I don't love it.
Setz dich auf unseren Stuhl, wenn wir spielen. Naja,
Laura Siegemund will serve here for this opening set. She'll have the assistance of new balls.
There's a lot of team members with Team Germany, and Sasha just told someone, I don't know, somebody must be sitting on the floor on the left. And he said, come on, just go and sit in the front seat. That's all right, once we're out there on the court.
You won't.
Can you see? It's, I don't know what it is. That's Lena Papadakis. Not an easy name to pronounce.
6-0.
That's the revenge for the one earlier that Zverev tubed Zhizhen.
Yeah, you have to expect that in doubles. It's quite normal.
You keep score just in the back of the head just to
remember the
get square.
elephants
Yeah,
and the tennis players? Yes, of course.
Zhang Shuai is struggling to get that ball past Zverev at the net. He's such a big presence, and she's trying to just guide it to the sideline, but only really has to take one step. He's been all over the net on her return.
So Team Germany, impressive opening set here. There's a lot of purpose. They take it 6-2. Just under half an hour, 27 minutes. This player, that was a three-setter as well. So we've got this deciding tie. Zhang to serve. If you are just joining us, both these teams have qualified for the quarterfinals. China, courtesy of being the best runner-up. If they don't win here, Germany securing that spot early. Both teams had to win a set tonight.
Shuai really making quite a few unforced errors at the net.
That was a great move by Zhang Shuai, just getting into the mind of Zverev there by just distracting him slightly by moving to look to the cross court, cause the unforced error from Zverev. I think the Chinese team need to be a little bit more active, so it's good to see from Zhang.
Oh, again, too much time on that forehead, but I agree with you, Jill. I think they definitely have to just do a little bit more, cross a bit more, be more creative. At first said they were reacting mainly.
Big serve though to get out of trouble, so Zhang holds serve, opening service game of this second set.
Zverev not happy. He's missed a couple of returns there. Wait, they changed, didn't they? Did Zhang played backhand before, didn't they?
Yeah, you're right. She was returning on the forehand side,
Yeah.
and she was struggling on that side a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if
Makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
It's
yeah.
good. It's good that they're
Yep.
doing it, trying something different. That shows you how much more aggressive the German team was so far. Siegemund always trying to get involved at the net. She sometimes can't quite get there, but just makes Zhang and Zhang think constantly. That's why that arrow came, probably.
So Zverev continues to strong serving after being under a little bit of pressure on his first service game of the match.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference, considering that Zhang and Zhang just changed positions, return positions on Zverev's serve, but it'll be interesting to see how they go when Siegemund is serving. But first, there's some work to do for Zhang Shuai to hold here for the first time.
It just seemed like those last couple serves, Zhang Shuai purposely took some pace off her previous service game, she was hitting with a little bit more pace and already getting a couple free points on the serve, just had a little bit more spin.
Someone's not happy in the crowd.
No, there's some serious unhappiness. Slight pause.
She's rushing as well, Zhang and Shuai, from the baseline. I think she always has an eye on Zverev.
Yeah, I like the strategy from the German team as well. They're both starting back, but they don't hesitate at all. Within the second or third shot, they're sprinting forward, and I think that's where they're getting the mistake. It's just been distracting the Chinese team. That's a good move from Zhizhen.
And there goes the racket for the first time. Zverev.
Zhang Shuai holds serve. 2-1, Team China.
China leads 2 games to 1.
Pretty much the #1 destination for anyone coming to Perth. From a tourist perspective is Rottnest Island. 19 kilometres off the coast of Fremantle by ferry. Zip across there in no time. Beautiful bays for swimming, snorkeling. Car-free island, so hire a bike and ride around. And of course, have the Quokka selfie. On serve in the second set after Team Germany a couple of breaks of serve in the opening set to win it comfortably 6-2.
Yeah, there could be a bit more of a contest now this second set. One thing I noticed when I watched Laura Siegemund at the change events, she always eats something, doesn't she?
Well, she does two things. She eats, but then she has a little moment of meditation too, just before she goes out. So
visualizing.
Maybe that helps the digestion.
Maybe. But yeah, she would lose a lot of energy. She always plays very long matches. I remember one year, I think it was the US Open, she ordered some pasta on the court. She had noodles.
Seems a bit strange in New York. I would have thought a pepperoni pizza might have been the #1 thing that you order, and delivery person comes out to the court.
That's what probably the track and field athletes eat, but not the tennis players.
I think that's a bit heavier.
Broccoli.
That's a little bit heavy.
Zhang Zhizhen polished off the biggest plate of pass we've ever seen about 15 minutes before he came out for his singles, and we thought that might have been the issue in the second set. It rubbed off. He'd run out of energy. Came out like he'd been shot out of a rocket. Launched. Opening set, but it was an enormous plate.
Very smart move from Zverev. And again, the more they play I formation or something like that, the German team, the more confusing it is for Team China. This time we decided to stay. Zhang, maybe this is the first time for Siegemund that it's a little bit tight on her serve. But it was worth it, all that communication after all. A lot of talking in between the first and the second serve.
Good serving. Squares it up at 2-all.
2-all.
It just seems like the Chinese team seem to be scrambling a lot more than Zverev and Siegemund. Just been a little bit more active, much more quick on their reactions to get in position and just get the Chinese team a little bit off balance.
He's not used to making a few return errors. So that's his strength in singles. One of his strengths. Zhang Shuai. That should give her a confidence boost as well. Beautiful drop shot volley, nice reaction there as well. Time for the return to the court anymore now from Zhang, Sasha Zverev.
In China leads 3 games to 2.
He always seems very busy, Siegemund, doing the change events, not just with the eating, but drinking, meditating. There she goes, she's closing her eyes. There's always a lot going on and busy. That's the way she is. Then we have Sasha Zverev, who's calm. Laid back. It's quite a contrast, isn't it?
The idiosyncrasies, hey? Still on serve here, second set. Just the one deciding point. That was the opening service game of Zhizhen defended. Otherwise, the servers have been in command here in the second set.
So easy when somebody hits serves like that. It's bring your dog to the tennis day, and the dog is very well behaved, and mainly because it's eaten 73 packets of those treats. Probably. It's been there during the
Sasha.
singles as well.
Yeah. Haven't heard it bark or
No.
just content watching the tennis.
He's struggling.
He's
with
so
the return.
frustrated with his return right now. I mean, he usually is so solid, and that time he actually was getting in a good position to move his feet because it was coming a little bit more off pace, and just struggling to understand why he's making so many mistakes. But now I think it's a little bit in his head.
Nicely seen there from Zhang Shuai. He's just crossing a tiny bit too early, Siegemund. So far, the most convincing service game from her.
So once again, server in command here. 4-3.
I can't translate anything, I'm sorry, because Alexander Zverev Senior obviously speaks Russian to Sasha. And then you have Laura Siegemund, who speaks English to her Italian coach. I mean, I understand that, but it's pretty funny.
Time.
It's not the speed of the serve, it's the placement of the serve in doubles especially. You have to be so much more precise with your return. Otherwise you get punished.
Ball striking from Shuai on the backhand side of the ball, just barely clearing the net. It's taped so low, it makes it a very difficult shot to poach on. Beautiful striking. Excellent return. Zhizhen has been asking sometimes on the return the teammates about where he should stand, if Zhang Shuai should stand back, if one of them should be at the net. And now I just feel like he looks a little bit more confident, more decisive about where exactly he wants to be, where he wants to hit the ball.
Worked well and was a smart decision to change sides on the return in the second set. What a return.
Effectively 2 break points here. Make that 3 with the deciding point.
30-14. Deciding point.
This is a big point for both teams.
Ball change, please.
Save the 2 break points and then defend the deciding point. That's a good escape for Siegemund. 4-all.
They were a little bit lucky there, Team Germany. I have to say, when that ball clipped the tape, it was an easy put away. It's Zverev. He still takes it with humor. Zhang. It's the right thing to do, though, for Team German to both come to the net, even though they haven't won that point, but it is pressure.
They're getting a lot more consistent in this game, especially Zhizhen off the ground. Just looks a little bit more in control, not rushing himself. Great game from Team China.
Very good service game at this point of the set. So Team China 5-4.
Team China leads 5-4.
Zhang and Zverev will serve to keep Team Germany in this second set. Otherwise, we're off to a match tiebreaker to determine the tie. Determine who'll play Kazakhstan in the first of the quarterfinals.
I don't think he's too worried about not holding serve here. Serve. Such a reliable weapon, his serve. He's lost too many points on his serve in this doubles, has he?
Well, the serve is going to love.
Well, now the key for Zverev will be to put that return into the court. He's had a bit of problems in the second set.
Now Sasha's laughing with the Chinese team because he hit the forehand. He keeps looking over. Can't believe it, actually, that he shanked that.
He's still asking for advice from the Team China bench, who are giggling.
Certainly has found a much better rhythm in the second set. And targeting the line a lot more, down the line. Someone's happy. Zhao obviously playing the tennis of her life at the moment.
Issues continue. Shuai holds serve. Team China 6-5.
Team China leads 6 games to 5.
I really don't understand why Sasha Zverev, he made 2 backhand errors here on the return. I don't know why. That was 2 forehands, actually. So once again, he needs to move towards the ball a little bit more. Men's tennis, of course, when somebody hits a big serve, then you can take the pace with you. But when they men play against women or have to return a women's serve, then they have to create pace. It's what they're not used to.
It'll be up to Laura Siegemund here to send this to a second set tiebreak.
Well, she's done her visualization, so we'll see what she's coming up with.
Time.
It's a very good effort from Zverev.
Not that easy for him to play I formation as well, because he's so tall.
This was dipping too.
for Siegemund, German team.
It's been a little bit more challenging on her serve just because both players in the Chinese team have really been closing much harder up to the net. Zhizhen, they're getting very close, just not giving an inch to Siegemund.
There it is, the fist bump we know from Laura Siegemund. That was an important point. So far, the first serve percentage is not great from her.
Tiebreak.
Defensive as well, isn't it? We talked about it in singles. Also in doubles. It's just happened. So often we say how important that first point is in a tiebreaker. First couple of points. Just long.
Team Germany.
Zhang. Zverev will be happy he won that rally. This one has lost a couple against Shuai.
So big return of serve here for Zverev. Hasn't had a happy time of it so far. All of a sudden, huge momentum shift.
Team Germany.
He just feels more comfortable returning with the backhand wing, doesn't he? To me, that would have been a forehand once again.
5-1.
They're the more consistent team in
Germany.
this tie-break, Team Germany. It pays off.
Ist besser, ein bisschen aggressiver ziehst.
Genau daran konzentrieren sich.
Siegemund's still got one more serve to come. Team Germany now in a very strong position, 5-1.
Team Germany. What, please?
Yeah, it's not over. This could still be tight, as we know.
Team Germany.
Siegemund, as she has done on numerous occasions, so attentive at the net,
Germany.
sets up the 3 match points. To secure the tie and a spot against Kazakhstan in the quarterfinal.
It wouldn't surprise me if Zverev was going to go for an ace now.
Yeah, big serve here. 2.17 was the fastest we've seen so far.
Thank you.
It was not super fast, but it was super good, and it was right in the corner, and Germany get the win. And they secure the tie. Played in great spirit. Team Germany, straight sets, 6-2, 7-6. And they're off to meet Kazakhstan for a spot in the semi-finals.
Yeah, you can see the big smile on Sasha Zverev's face, and also Laura Siegemund will be very happy. A bit of interaction there.